All right, so I'm finally doing some work on the Jag. It's been a little bit of time here. I know I said my dad was buying it, but nothing has materialized from that conversation just yet. So in my mind, it's still mine, and I'm still enjoying every minute of it because this thing is honestly good, and I love this car. So I'm gonna drive it as much as I can. But that being said, I got a coolant temp sensor engine light on the way back from work yesterday. And as I suspected, that's what I thought was causing my RPM kind of unstableness at cold start. And I still think that's what it is. So I'm going to go ahead, now that I got that confirmation from the car, I'm going to go ahead and change it out. I'm not going to do a full fluid flush just yet. When I do, I want to replace this hose. I actually don't think this hose is bad. I think that's just the way it was manufactured. Maybe it has a tad bit of swelling, but there's still a lot of elasticity there. So I'm going to leave that thing alone for now, I think. I don't think there's any risk of running it, but maybe I'll just kind of map out the hoses while everything's off. I'm not sure yet. But for now, we're going to drain the coolant in that radiator. I believe it's a Phillips head. And while my wife and I go shopping right now, I'm just going to let the coolant drain. Get as much out as I can. I also have a new reservoir. I don't know if I'm going to put that in just yet. That might be a job for when all the hoses are done. But mosquitoes. Without further ado, let's get ahead. All right, so in my case, it's actually one of those guys. So it's actually, I don't know if it's easier or harder or what, but some cars had the Phillips, whereas I just have the winged petcock here. Hopefully my coolant is not hot. That coolant looks pretty good for the most part, so I'm okay with that. It's just a weird setup that it's coming right out of the threads versus the hole in the center by the looks of it, which is what I thought it would be. See? It's coming out the side. There's a better view. So yeah, it's coming out. Looks like the threaded portion. All right, guys, so that's where the coolant temp sensor lies, in that hole right there. That's this guy, and she sure looks crummy and gross, and it definitely has a film on the end of it there. And I went ahead and bought this from Rock Auto. Hella. I was told that this is a good even OEM manufacturer for these things. I don't know why my camera's not really picking that part number up. Maybe it's the color of the box? I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully it's the right one. I don't even know if I checked this when I got it. Yep, looks like the correct one. As you can see, there's absolutely no film on that one. So that will be a nice, it is a little different. That O-ring looks a little different. So hopefully that doesn't cause us issues. It's just probably flattened there, obviously, because it does look and appear to be the same. I'm gonna go ahead and put some coolant on this O-ring just to lube it up, and then we should be golden. So this is the pin that keeps that in there. So you just gotta slide it on, obviously, and it locks it in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, there's a better look at the part number for the Hella part. And again, I was told to use Hella parts, if not OEM, for the electronic switches, which is essentially, that's what that is. So there it is, all good in there. The pin is properly seated, and it's in the same position that I took it out. So that should do wonders for my startup fuel tables. And yeah, I think I'm good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back together, just inspect some stuff here. My belts look fine, some of the hoses look fine. This was the only one that was under suspicion, but again, I think that looks pretty uniform to me, this guy here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some coolant in it, suck all that old stuff out. That's just caught because it's like there's a compartment there. So yeah, everything's going pretty smooth. This thing's really easy to work on for the most part. All right, so something else I was gonna look at, well, I figured I was just gonna do it now, is the thermostat for this car, which that could have failed too and set off that thing. There's the seal, and then here's the actual thermostat that it looks like you have to build. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those bolts off. They look like an 8mm or a 7mm. I'm gonna mark them with a paint pen just so I can get the torque specs right. It does say it's 7 foot-pounds online, but that's kind of difficult to get sometimes with the torque wrench. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that out and inspect it. All right, so that is pulled out now, and I'm super happy that I'm doing this because it's growing some stuff on it here. And that rubber seal, as you can see, it's a common failure point on these things, is destroyed. So coolant wasn't really doing its job for warming up the engine, but it's better than it doing the overheating side of things. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace this. I'm glad I bought one, and plop it back on there. So the hardest part to this whole thing really is just getting this thing off and putting the clamp somewhere that you can get it easily on next time. I'm just gonna wipe that and clean it up. But yeah, super happy we're doing this. All right, so the new one is on. You basically have to build it on here, but you can see that that seal is now in one piece, whereas on this one, it's all broken and split. So like I said, I just followed exactly how this one came out to build the new one. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this. This seal doesn't look correct, so that might be an issue. But yeah, this one doesn't look bad. I might just throw this one back on the car because it doesn't look terrible and it still has some elasticity to it, but that's strange that that one is definitely not the correct one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and probably just take it out and just make sure it's all good and then throw it back in. All right, so she's sort of all put back together. Nothing's tight yet, but I'm gonna run it and let the system burp out. I ended up not replacing that O-ring because it still was okay. Obviously in a perfect world, I would, but the wrong part, I don't know if I ordered it wrong or if it showed up wrong, but it was ordered a long time ago, so there's no going back there, and I need the car to... Uh-oh. All right, so I went to go start the car again after it was cool. It would not start without my assistance. So something's eating at me. What changed? Coolant temp sensor, thermostat. I just thankfully have a live scan tool that was able to tell me that that coolant temp sensor in there sitting the way it is, it's telling me 6 degrees right now. Now the engine's warm. It is not operating, or it's not room temperature. Room temperature right now is like 28 degrees in the garage. So that right away tells me it's wrong. One of two things: sensor's screwed or the wiring is screwed, but it's weird because I don't think I'd be getting a reading like that. So I plugged the old sensor in. That old sensor is resting against the metal. That old sensor is telling me it's 35 degrees. So my brand new Hella sensor is either not calibrated correctly or it's just plain broken right out of the box. And I don't know if I'm gonna get my money back from this because this was months and months and months ago. So I know they're only like, I don't know, 40 bucks or something like that, but it's still a kick in the teeth. And I found out that that seal I have, I do believe, is for this whole contraption mating to the block. I'm not going to put that on me because the wording of it on Rock Auto wasn't the best. So now I have to go change that back to factory, but I found my issue. All right, guys, I'm tired. This was an all-day event with the Jag on and off because I have 3 kids, right? So it wasn't just an easy, 2-hour excursion. This was the culprit. Brand new, out of the box from Rock Auto. I would advise, I will never probably buy Hella again, even though they are supposedly a really good brand for that kind of stuff. But it ruined and robbed my full day that I took off from work today to start the long weekend. And made me think about it when I was eating, when I was playing with my kids. It just wasn't like the best. So bad taste in my mouth. But on the bright side, look, silver lining and everything. The car runs and drives beautifully. Better than before. So thank you. Thank you for being bad out of the box, I guess. This prevented the car from even starting. If you guys saw in the video, I don't know if I'll put it in there or not, but this prevented it from starting, and it was like literally an all-day event of trying to chase this down. Craziness. Old thermostat. It's got some stuff growing on it. And the thermostat seal that has come completely apart. And I'm sure this is what actually caused my check engine light that said coolant circuit low or what have you. But, oh shoot. I wish you all a very awesome long weekend. I know I can have an awesome long weekend now. And the Porsche is actually registered in a big car show. Sorry, I pressed the power button. The Porsche is registered in a big event. We actually took it to one of the events. I brought my son with me because it's kind of a him and I thing. And this thing got so much attention, and my little boy just absolutely basked in it. He loved it. So I loved it because he loved it. So mission accomplished there. But in all seriousness, this needs to get out, like out in the mountains. We need to find some time to do that. I was going to do it this weekend because our original plans fell through. But it's, of course, thunderstorming like it is every weekend this year. So, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you struggled with me and then you celebrated with me at the end. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight what I did today to the Jag, and that was a coolant flush, thermostat replacement, and a coolant temp sensor that was bad out of the box. Oh, and also this, yeah, I told you in one of the videos, I believe is it's a different part of that housing, but on Rock Auto's website, it's not very clear. So anyway, you guys have an awesome weekend, and I will catch you on the next one. All right, everybody? Peace.